Mr., does this tonight entail the whole Measure H amount or just the amount that the money that we've received so far?
It would, that'll come up in when we negotiate the contract, we can actually set parameters on what it will include. What the resolution states is Measure H, but it's not all of Measure H. For example, the innovative furniture would not be part of the PLA because it's not construction. So that'll be part of the negotiations process, what we want to include in it and how we will configure that agreement.
Okay. I'm not, I know I'm sitting here in the minority. Obviously, there's 4 to my right that have already said they'd vote for it. And I'm not in a position to really totally agree or disagree because I don't feel I have enough information from the district to give me enough knowledge to make a really educated decision what is right for our district. That's why I was asking about the dollar amount. I definitely am not for the full amount, but partially to see what it's all about, what we negotiate in a contract, in the first dollar amount, whatever that is. So that's where I stand.
So I haven't spoken yet.
Still 3.
I just wanted to just kind of maybe educate our audience. As Anna said, you know, this wasn't a rash decision. We had our law firm here to give us the advantages and disadvantages. We had no idea what they were going to say. And for someone to come here and say that this was just a preconceived idea and notion, just it was really insulting. And as my colleague Mr. Jabbar said, you don't get things by automatically disrespecting folks. And I was trying to find something that he had to say that was going to talk for, as someone up here mentions, for what he was proposing. But what really hit me is the largest disrespect that he did was he talked about kids, and he talked about them being illiterate, and that's just not a word that you would describe about a community. So that's why I asked him, where does he live? I asked him, where does he come from? Does he have children in public schools? Because I wanted to know if he really, was part of a community, because you don't talk about kids that way. And that was just one of the biggest turnoffs for me. What I heard about the argument for was, folks were talking about safety training, drug-free, family. Those adjectives really sparked my attention. If that's what we're going to get, if that's what we're negotiating, we're getting for our buck. Those are intangibles you just can't put a price tag on. So, and also the last gentleman, John Hanna, talked my language about getting our kids involved in an apprenticeship program. We have been doing this as a collective board for the last couple of years now, really trying to get our students a pipeline into a career. We're not all college goers, but I also want to mention that I did do my homework, and I did go to visit a program, apprenticeship program, and people will say, well, I didn't want to go to college, but I went to the apprenticeship program. Well, those apprenticeship programs are just as difficult as going to college. So maybe it may turn off a kid to say, I don't want to go to college, but the knowledge that they're getting and the math that they're doing and all of that is pretty difficult. So the training program is from my perspective, was excellent. So all those keywords, visiting the apprenticeship program, the opposition, really nothing having anything concrete to say. The gentleman, I also want to speak about doing the project at Catella, and I just want to acknowledge the fact that we don't do things, in this district like anybody else. We look at each item that we get, we look at each project that we get, and we do the best. On that Catella project, we did do a lease back. I want you all to know. There was a timing issue, we had to get it done. We had that grant money, and we were gonna lose $2 million if we did not get that project up and running, and it will be finished. And I thank the gentleman for doing that project, and I hope that he looks with favor on that project. It's a wonderful project, and it will benefit the community.